Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The first carry now. This is Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Now Wilson. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Flushed out right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And Davis with it left side. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 31 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 75 yards. On first down, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson rolling to his left. This will be caught. Judy. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Allen now on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On second down, Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to perfectly and knocked it free.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 110 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Singletary again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's going to get him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little restriction in this drive. You see that type of run, I get the feeling that the defense get a little tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they up the scoreboard. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And Broncos are going to get the football back to try to run out in the 3rd quarter of play. So a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's EA Sports. Well, first down with Wilson. Let's beat the pressure. And he can't find in there to go with it. He can go down. That's attacked by Trey Edmonds. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite afternoon getting the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Singletary. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.